Hi guys, hopefully you've received your username and password. Obviously it will then also give you a link to the actual PebblePad page. So what you need to do is type username and password in, and what it will do is it will bring you to this page here. Obviously you can paste your old password in, which is the one you've received in your email, and then change it to your new password. You can obviously reset it any time. So in a sense, if you do ever forget your password, there is on the front screen there is that forgot password, and what it does, it just did what we did initially. It will send you an email with your new username and password on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep my current password. So the next screen you'll see is where you choose the layout of your PebblePad area. What we're trying to advise students to do, and obviously staff as well, just to make it easier for training, and in the sense that the videos we'll create will be based on this theme, is for them to use the standard Pebble theme. So one thing you have to do is keep it on the same screen and generally just click on the tick. Hi, and this is your PebblePad area. So obviously we can do various options in this. We can create stuff, we can view, we can do tools, we can upload. What I'm going to do is this tutorial video just keep it quite simple. So I'm just going to show you how to look at the Webfolios you've been identified to critique, and then how to give feedback, or if you decide that you want to actually change it yourself, so if you're quite experienced in using PebblePad, I'll show you how to change the actual Webfolio itself and actually make corrections yourself. So obviously I'm not going to go through all the areas here. What I'm going to do is just talk about the files I've sent you and how we're going to go through to edit those and work together on them. So let's start. So here you'll see number 2 here because you've received 2 different files. I've got one because I've already just checked it out to make sure it's been sent. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this area here, which is the things which I've sent you. So what PebblePad allows you to do very simply really is enables you to share various resources together and work on them simultaneously. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the assets, what I've sent you, and then to show you what kind of stuff I want you to do with them. So first of all, you just need to click on this area here. What you'll see is 2 assets in there. I've only got 1 because obviously there we are. I can refresh it and they come back up. So I've got 2 here. So what you've got is, depending on what group you are, you'll have a asset or Webfolio, which is everything I've created. So that in that Webfolio, it's just a big list of all the resources which I've duplicated from the resources I've gathered from WebCT. And here we have our kind of like our end product. So this is the Webfolio we would obviously eventually give to the student. So what I did for 2 of the Webfolios which I've sent out so far is Sarah Fox sat down and went through the various resources and identified which ones would be worth developing and using in the final Webfolio. So this is the final Webfolio of what we're going to be giving to the student. These are the vast amount of all the resources I've created. So you've got kind of an archive here, and then this is the one which generally I want you to be working on. If you click on the actual asset itself, it will bring across another set of options which enables you to view, work on it collaborative, and send, and more. The 2 major options we need to be looking at is, first of all, just to view it. So we click on this option here, and what it will do is it will open up the list of the Webfolio itself, and obviously I'll bring it into the screen so you see it better. So what it does, it opens the Webfolio itself. What you see down this side is obviously various tasks and worksheets, and what you see here is obviously the areas you read and fill in. What I'm looking for from your perspective is 2 things. First of all, just give feedback of the actual information itself and how it flows, how you think it would be developed. It'll take a second to log through. So what you've got here is obviously, I said, the various lists of information. So like I said, these are worksheets and these are obviously the task information. Like I said, the 2 things which I'm requiring from you is obviously feedback on the actual task sheet themselves. So in the sense of how they could be worded better, how they could flow better. If you've looked at obviously all the resources we've got, you might want to add other resources in, or you might have better resources which we can develop. The other thing which I'm looking for is for each of these pages, just really a 3-minute video, just explaining what the actual task is and why is it obviously relevant. So it kind of embodies the actual tasks, because the tasks are written as like kind of a handout. What you'll need to obviously for the student to complete this fully is they need the extra information which would go within a lecture, or the extra information which you would tell the student during the consultation where you would give this form out. So that's generally what I'm looking for, is them 2 points, really just feedback on the actual areas itself, the worksheets and the information within the worksheets, and the additional information in the sense of how you would word the little, what we're going to do is put a YouTube clip for each of these actual pages, which explains what the information is here, why you're doing it, and how it obviously relates to the overall development of the Webfolio. So what I'm going to do is I'll just show you how you give me that feedback. Obviously you can email me, so you can, if you want to email me, you don't want to use this system to give me the feedback, you can just email me on jehill1@uclan.ac.uk, or you can send me the feedback actual attached to the asset or the Webfolio itself. So if you're in this area here, you click on the asset you want to give me feedback on. If you go to this where it says more options, you can add a review, and then you can just type in your ideas or the things what you think it needs developing, or after completing that. So for example, I can put test, or just to show you how it works, you press OK, and what I'll get then is I'll receive a message on my system telling me you've made feedback on the Webfolio itself, and then I can go in and make the corrections. But it's a way we can obviously develop the Webfolios, and obviously when I've made the corrections, anytime you go to your received files, if you've decided to work collaboratively with them, or in the sense of just viewing them, your corrections will be there after I've done them. So in the sense of when I work on it and finish it and I press save, as soon as I've pressed save, you'll be able to see the corrections there and then. So that's it really. Obviously you've got all your, it's just the same, it's just a Webfolio full of all the resources for that particular area. What I'll do is I will show you actually how to edit it. So if you do feel confident and you think, well, I can make some of these corrections myself, I've used PebblePad before and I'm happy to actually make the comments myself and actually change it myself, which we will be doing, obviously everyone will be doing at a later stage. What we do is we're going to collaborate on this asset. Last year, if you want to add this to your asset in the sense of your archive, you'll need to do that if you want to work on it. So you'll click continue, and you'll see now it's in your asset store, which is here. So I'll just show you where it would be. Obviously it's just here if it hasn't come up, just here. What you can do then is you can get editing right. So where it would say work on collaborative, you've got this edit this asset. We click on this area here, and then now we can go into the normal options of editing. So for example, if I do want to make a correction within the pages, I can go into the pages here and obviously edit the pages. For example, I wanted to add information on editing, I can do this. But I obviously would only advise if you are confident of using PebblePad to do this. So if you're confident in the sense of editing and obviously adding different things to it, and obviously you've used it before, then go on to the button what says collaboration. Otherwise, just maintain and stay within the receive file area. Just one more thing, obviously after you've received the file, so after you've clicked on here, it won't be in that area after that. So in the sense of when you've already received it, it will go into your asset area here. So obviously if you've worked on it and you want to go back, so if for example you took a break and you're wondering why it has disappeared from this area here, if you go into your assets and then on the next tab it says received, the two assets I've sent you are just here. So obviously they're not on that area after that. So in the sense they only turn up in that area if they're new. And then as soon as they've gone into new, they'll go into your major asset store, your asset store, and then you just need to go on the one that says received, and the two assets are there. If you have any questions, obviously please email me. The main thing I want to emphasize is that it's not your job to develop in the sense of the resource technically. So obviously my job is to help you, whatever ideas you have, whatever pictures, whatever extra resources. I don't even mind if you just send me the PDFs or the Word documents, or in the sense you sit down with me of the actual resources you've currently got and you want to add to the Webfolio, and I'll do that myself. So I'll actually make it and edit it and put it together, and then what I'll do is I'll show you the end product and you say that's what I wanted. Or we can do that together, depends how much time you have. But what I'm trying to emphasize, we don't expect you to build and edit these. What we expect you to do is just comment on and give me feedback, and then if you do have any better resources, we want you to obviously help me and give me those resources. You will eventually, obviously as PebblePad becomes more widely used, you'll probably be expected to do more of the editing. So if you do get involved in a one-to-one basis with me editing and adding resources and obviously adapting it, you will learn in that way as well. So I work every Monday afternoon within Futures, and I'm also available sometime during the week. The best time is Monday afternoon if possible, but the rest of the time, I'm in the sense of sending me the information. You can send me that anytime you want. And that's it. Obviously, like I said, any questions, just drop me an email. That's jehill1 at uclan.ac.uk. Thank you.